Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, aka Daniel Kuhn, back with a new video. My thoughts on the fate of the South African farmers. So I just saw a video earlier today. Shout out to Handyman Mayhem. That because this has been talked about for quite some time. I think well over a year about South African government taking the farmlands of the white farmers and giving them giving them to uh, black South Africans. Now, I didn't say give them back because my understanding is correct. When the Dutch moved to those areas, they Shaka Zulu had chased out all the tribes. He had, correct me if I'm wrong, but he chased out all the tribes, and so in those areas were just desolate. No one was there, and the Dutch moved in, and they cultivated that land um, and then they kept it going, and they been producing food for so long. Um, and it's crazy because they were able to turn what was basically a barren wasteland into thriving soil for farming. And I guess after apartheid, there's been this push to have I guess try to get some land to black South Africans from the white South Africans, and it is now, and there's been all this talk, and there's been plenty of violence has been going on. Farms have been burglarized. Many people who live in those farms have been attacked, murdered, raped, tortured, things like that. And now, and then even when there's been talk about we're not going to. Some South African officials said we're not talking about killing we're not going to kill kill the white farmers, take their land, not yet at least. And there's been all this talk about what should happen to what should the white farmers do, and a lot of them have gotten guns, have um, managed to come up create their own basically militias to protect the farmlands, and get ready for whatever fight may come. Um, and I commend them for that, because if I spent, my family spent so many generations on a piece of land that's been worked, that's been farmed, that's been, you're able to grow something from dirt, and just to have someone talk about they're going to take it from us because they think that we stole the land, or because they themselves are racist. I'm talking about the black South Africans. Those in there are plenty of racists in that government who just have this, they have not been able to get over whatever grudge they've had against the white farmers, right? Because the white farmers have actually been successful in working the land to actually produce something, but for whatever reason they want to basically steal the land from the white farmers. My thoughts on before I get into my thoughts, the video I watched from Handyman Mayhem, and I'll include a link in the description box to his video, and to Lauren Southern's video, Farmlands, her documentary on the whole fiasco. They one particular piece of land, they've only been offered a tenth of what it's actually valued by the South African government. And I left a comment on Handyman's video. Basically, my thoughts are, if they want to take that land from the white farmers, but they don't know how to work the land, they don't know how to grow anything on that land, fuck them. That's right, fuck them. I said it. You gotta be so out of your mind to try to take something from somebody. It seems like just out of pure envy, and you may not be able to actually use the land for what its intended purpose was, for what its intended purpose, to actually grow food. If the South African blacks can't cultivate that land, if they can't manage that land, fuck them. Let me show you this. This is what I picked from my garden. And this is from a 5-gallon bucket. This thing's crazy. And this is a market maker cucumber. Um, I've grown several of these. This may be the longest one I've ever grown, and I've given plenty. I've given several of them away. You know, because I'm not really. Truth be told, I'm not all that into cucumbers unless I was putting one on a sandwich or something like that. I like making pickles, but this is not the type that you actually would pickle. Um, I've grown plenty of those and made quite a few pints, well, several pints. I think right around. I think I did over 12 pints of pickles, and that took a lot of hard. That took a considerable amount of hard work, and not just this year, but from years before. That had to learn how to learn how to work the soil, how to put everything I need into the soil. What where should I have my plants positioned? How should I prune them? When should I pick cucumbers? When is a good time to take this off the vine? This, that, and the other. It took work, and that's just for the 5 gallon bucket. Imagine what has been done out there in South Africa. Back when the tools were a lot more primitive, when they didn't have access to a lot of modern machinery. It took a lot of backbreaking labor to turn that to turn just useless dirt into actual soil that you can grow food from. I think the farmers can find a place. No, several things. If they want to fight, more power to them. I don't blame them for fighting. I might even go that same route. If I had the weapons, I had the numbers, if I had the resources, yeah, I would fight to keep my farmland. Um, but I think it would come to a point where I would have to realize that there aren't too many people helping. There aren't too many people who offer their help. I know Russia and Australia have offered asylum to the white farmers, which I think would be good for them, because that you could have someone you can have people who knew how, who have all that had that wealth of knowledge of working with the land and being able to knowing techniques to use to produce food from it. So good on those two countries. I don't know if the U.S. will offer asylum to those white farmers. Maybe they could. I wonder what if would there be much of a cultural shift having white farmers from South Africa come to the United States. It may not be much of a difference, but they may fit in better with the Russians or with the Australians. Who knows? But I think it comes to a point if you have to fight. But at some point you have to see that if I don't have anybody, if there's no one who's really going to back me up, then maybe I should. The best bet may be that they actually take whatever money they want to offer for the land, if they're going to offer anything, which is a surprise, and start over. Because one thing I can say about one edge that the South African farmers have over the white South African farmers have over the black South Africans, they can get up and take all the resources, all the knowledge that they've stored up from from hundreds of years, take it with them, and start over. And they most likely they'll run into some challenges, but they'll be able to, I believe they'll be able to take care of themselves. They'll be able to make something out of themselves. The black South Africans, if they can't work the land, they're fucked, and fuck them. You're gonna kick out the people who actually produce your food. And I remember hearing like months back, they kicked out all the engineers who knew how to construct water systems. And there was some talks about South Africa running out of potable water, or running out of not having enough fresh water, for long term use. They're basically destroying themselves, and if they want to do that, that's on them. From a prepping standpoint, there have been plenty of discussions about what to do with people who don't prep, and this is not even. And I don't even see this as a matter of not prepping. This is the complete opposite of prepping. This is basically just utter wastefulness, utter destruction, and they're gonna reap what they sow. Well, which is funny I say that because I don't think they'll be sowing much of anything, and they're gonna be reaping a lot of dust. It seems like because they're not gonna have anybody who actually know how to work that farmland. So yeah, I think the white farmers, if they choose to fight, more power, cool. If they have to, if they don't fight, then their best bet is to take every bit of resources, every bit of um, knowledge that they have, and take it with them and go somewhere else and start over, because they're more than capable of, I believe they're more than capable of doing it. Take all the seeds they can, take everything they need to start over. And I would say as much as deny the Black South Africans an easy pass. Don't make it. I say, if you gotta leave, don't make it easy for them. Undo all the work that you have to do to get, to have your farm to where it is, where it's successful. Undo it. Just you don't have to do anything, because I remember I thought I had a while back was salt the soil, but you don't even have to do that. Just undo the stuff that you already set up. Get out, start over somewhere else, and we'll just sit back and watch. And then, like I said, because South Africa, that's an area that's basically destroying itself, and and it's a pity for those who actually know how to produce things to have to suffer with them, or have to suffer any crimes from them because they're consumed with envy. But that's my video. Tell me what you think. Do you think the white farmers should stay and fight? Do you think they should pack up and leave? Do you think the Black South Africans are justified in winning the farmlands from them? Please share your thoughts. I love to read you guys' comments, and I try to respond to them in a timely fashion. If you want to, if you like the channel, first time check out the channel, check out my older videos, and please stay tuned for new videos to come down the road. If you want to make a donation to the channel, just go over my homepage, look for the Give Up That Cheese button, and you can make a donation of any amount to my PayPal account. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I see what I can do to address them. Well, that's my video. This is just my thoughts on the fate of the white South African farmers. I'm Edward Jones, aka Daniel Kuhn, and you guys take care.